It is another season, Spring-oween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton, who is currently in the car waiting. He's waiting impatiently for us. But we're going to head out today and we're going to check out some spring decorations that could go with some of the darker decor in my home. But also, just in general, since we're out, we're also just going to look at all the spring decor. So it doesn't have to be black and white and silver like my home, but we're going to see it all out there. So I hope. I don't know. Last we checked, it was all Valentine's stuff out, but I started seeing some spring sprinkling out. So I feel like we're going to see at least some hints of spring out there. So that's what we're doing today. Anyways, we got to go up and finish getting ready because I got to go to the dentist first. Before we go spring-oween decor hunting, I got to go to the dentist. So anyways, we're going to go up. We're going to pick out something comfy. What you know, I'm always wearing something comfy, but something really comfy that I'm going to be laying in a seat or chair, lounge or chaise. I don't know what it is, like the long chair thing. I'm going to be laying there, getting my teeth scraped off. So I at least want to wear something comfortable. So we're going to pick out something comfy, and I'm not wearing my lips today because I'm going to have, they're going to be in or around my teeth. So we're just going to free ball it today. I feel a little naked, not going to lie. But yeah, so we're going to go up and let's go pick out an outfit. Here we go. Let's do it. I've got this oversized tie-dye sweatshirt I'm wearing today. This may or may not be something you'll be seeing in the future. And my favorite kind of faux leather look leggings, and my Skims Fits Everybody Racerback bralette, which, by the way, this video is sponsored by Skims. I'll be talking about that here in a second. And if you're looking at this bra, by the way, and you're like, Ghoul, where are the ghouls? Where are the breastfeeding ghouls gonna fit in this? But let me tell you, that's the first thing I thought when I saw these bras. And they are actual sorcery. The stretch on these bras, I'll show it because I have a whole clip of how it stretches. It's like a whole, I don't even know how to explain it, but they're so soft and comfortable. We'll talk about this here in a second. Let's get dressed. We'll do a quick outfit of the day and we'll reconvene. All right, so here's my outfit of the day in all of its glory. I've got my oversized sweatshirt going, some stretchy leggings. I've got my Skims on. Here we are. I'm telling you, I feel like not only do they look lifted and supported, but I feel lifted and supported. And those are two totally different things in my mind, because sometimes you can look good, but you just aren't feeling it on the body. Like it's too tight here, or it's not tight enough in other areas, or it's riding up the back. This is not riding up the back at all. It's completely flat in the back. It is amazing. I love this whole collection. Hold on, let's talk about this. Let me turn this around. All right, anyways, where were we? We were talking about the Skims Fits Everybody collection. You got to try this collection if you have not tried it before. And everything I've tried in this collection has been amazing. They are must-haves in my wardrobe, and just in general for every day, for dressing up, for dressing down, for lounging, even sleeping in them. Because, okay, I know you're either like, I'll sleep in my bra kind of ghoul, or an anti-sleep in bra type. But let me tell you, when I'm postpartum and these ghouls are just like, this may be TMI for people, but I feel like I can't be the only one here. They're just feeling heavy and I need some support in my sleep. And the Skims Fits Everybody collection, the Racerback bralette and the Scoop bralette, those are my two favorites for nighttime sleep. I just feel a little extra supported, but I also don't feel like I'm wearing anything. So I don't actually feel restricted in my sleep. I don't feel uncomfortable. Actually, most of the time when I'm wearing this bra, I forget I'm even wearing it. I have great support, great stretch, and no riding up in the back. Those are the three things that I have to have with any bra. And it's hard to check all the boxes. Skims Fits Everybody collection, they nailed it. So if you've been looking for some comfortable yet supportive yet cute intimates, definitely check out the Skims Fits Everybody collection. You can click the link down in my description box to shop Skims Best Intimates, including the Fits Everybody collection. And if you haven't yet, make sure to let them know I sent you. After you place your order, select YouTube in the survey, and then make sure you click Jade the Libra in the drop-down menu. Also, if you're looking for the perfect gift for you or your Valentine, Skims just launched their best Valentine shop ever. Available in sizes for women, men, kids, and even pets. So definitely check out Skims. Anyways, we're heading out the door. I gotta go get my teeth cleaned, and then I'll see you in the car with good old Mr. Skeleton, and we'll cruise to HomeGoods. I think we're going to HomeGoods and Michael's today. So I'll see ya when I see ya. We're leaving the dentist office right now, and we're cruising to HomeGoods. we're looking mainly for black things. And HomeGoods is usually the place. Why can I talk today? I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Michael's, I feel like, is going to have a lot of cutesy, pastel-y kind of stuff, which is okay. But I don't know. Maybe we need to go look in their other little decor area, because last year, Michael's put out that dark decor line in the spring. I feel like it was around this time. No, maybe it was a little later. Maybe it was March or April when we saw the Michael's line. But regardless, we're going to go take a little gander at HomeGoods and Michael's today. And then I wanted to go, I feel like Kirkland's had good stuff last year. But I don't remember, because apparently I only remember Halloween. That's how my brain works. Anyways, it is time. It is officially that time of year where I start having dreams. This happens every year. I don't know why this way, but every year I have these dreams that Halloween started coming out and I missed the entire season. Like, I hibernated and slept through the entire season and I wake up and it's Christmas. No, not Christmas, but it's like I missed it. Like, everything's gone. And it's so funny because it's so accurate, because the level of sleep deprivation right now is like on another, it's not even on a level, it's like off the charts. So I might actually sleep through Halloween season this year. No, not really. That's what a nightmare is for me. Like, you know, Freddy Krueger getting me in my sleep, nah, not scary. Missing Halloween, absolutely scary. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad hunting for any other decorations on the off season, because they quit selling or making or whatever. The manufacturer or whoever that was working with Joanna Parker stopped making the Joanna Parker goods. So on the off season from Halloween, so Easter, Valentine's Day, all those types of things, or seasons or whatever, I loved looking for the Joanna Parker pieces. That was my vibe. And now, oh my gosh, I can't believe there's still snow. Like, there's the parking lot is still blocked off with snow. I don't know how this happens. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't know, but I think I was talking about how Joanna Parker, there's no more Joanna Parker anywhere. So nothing, like, that's kind of my off-season vibe. It's kind of the vintage, kitschy kind of stuff. And you really don't see it anymore because it's not happening. You can get the Joanna Parker stuff for full price at like online on Christmas Traditions, but that's it. So with the HomeGoods stuff, the prices were too good to refuse. So anyways, we're here at the HomeGoods and TJ Maxx hybrid, and it's also attached to Michael's. So we're gonna go to all these places today, and I'm looking to see, it looks like the elder wasp is still there. It was warm the last 2 days, so I'm wondering if the elder wasp emerged and now it's cold again. So I hope he's back into his little hut or whatever. What do you call those things? They're like mud homes. I don't know what that is. What wasps live in. What is that called? Let's look it up. What is a nest? Is that what it is? Just a nest? Wasp house. Cocoon. Is it called a cocoon? Just a bunch of pictures of wasps, and I'm not looking at that because that's terrifying. All right, here we go. We're at HomeGoods and Michael's. We're going in. We just left HomeGoods and Michael's. Do I have a snack in here? I'm starving to death. I would go really quickly to Taco Bell, which is right here, but I want a Baja Blast, but I'm laying off because guess what, y'all? I had 2 freaking cavities. One of them was some sealant that came off or something, and then the other one's a cavity, which I knew it was happening because she first saw it when I was pregnant, and she was like, well, we're gonna deal with this later. So at HomeGoods, we saw some Easter, but a lot of St. Patrick's Day, which I totally forgot about St. Patrick's Day, and that it was actually happening. Like, they had a pretty decent selection for St. Patrick's Day, considering not a ton of people decorate for St. Patrick's Day, or that I know of decorate a lot for St. Patrick's Day. Like, maybe a towel here and there, or like a mug or something, but I don't know a lot of people who decorate all out for St. Patrick's Day. they had leprechauns, is what I'm trying to say. They had a bunch of different plushy, or in some statue looking leprechauns. They had those little creepy fairy elf things that were leprechaun looking, or they're just fairies, I think. They had tabletop decor that said Happy St. Patrick's Day. They had one said Lucky, and what else do they have in this area? Maybe like a little cupcake thing or a little house, like a little gingerbread house, but it was St. Patrick's Day. But they did have a bigger than I expected selection of St. Patrick's Day stuff. So I figured I'd include it because, I mean, it's spring-a-ween decor hunting, and technically St. Patrick's Day is in or around springtime. So why not mention it? And they also had some tablecloths with shamrocks all over them. They had some dish towels and some bathroom towels with shamrocks and, oh, you know, the usual. The dogs with the shamrocks, the cats with the shamrocks, all the animals doing all the things. I mean, I wish they would have had the scary leprechaun dish towel or hand towel or whatever. But, of course, they didn't. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. And I'm going to say this. I actually liked the St. Patrick's Day towels better than I liked the Valentine's towels. I don't know where they're getting it wrong with I still have beef with the Valentine's towels. I can't get over it. Well, they had some St. Patrick's Day towels that were actually kind of cute. And what else do they have in this area? Lots of St. Patrick's Day stuff. All the things you could think of St. Patrick's Day related. Leprechauns, shamrocks, all the things. And then for the Easter stuff, let's talk about Easter. Had big stuff like the big bunnies and chicks and eggs and stacks of eggs and like the big stuff. And like the big grass looking bunny, you know, the grass look. They had one of those. They had like a gingerbread house looking thing, but Easter. They had it, was it an Easter egg house, I think, in this area? But anything that you can think of, but it was like bigger. Anyways, then they had a whole aisle of Easter that had just a bunch of bunnies in all different colors. They had some black bunnies in there. So I'm going to start with that because that's what I was looking for. So they did have a metal black rabbit that was so, I loved it. They had a big one and then one that was slightly smaller. I think the big one was like $40. It wasn't cheap, but it was metal. So it's going to last a long time, I feel like. And they had, what else do they have? So they had a couple of black bunnies here. And they had, what was the other thing that was in, like, thrown in this area that I did not think belonged? I think it was like a pig, a flying pig. Is that Easter? I feel like it's not Easter. But I'm not like an expert on Easter, but I feel like a flying pig is not, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to learn something new. I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments if a flying pig is indeed Easter. But I'm thinking it's not. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. So they had some black bunnies in here. They had some silver bunnies in here. And you got to be careful with some of these bunnies. I feel like some of them start entering a realm where you don't know if it's decor or I don't know how I want to say this, or if it belongs in your nightstand drawer. So you got to be careful with some of these decor pieces, y'all. You gotta be careful out there. So if I could get my mind out of the gutter, we could continue. So what else did we see? Okay, there was also this strange and unusual looking sheep. It was just a sheep, but it was this furry, sheepy sheep. It was like very realistic looking. Like it looked kind of folky, which I really liked. I don't know where I'm gonna fit this in because you know I had to buy it. It was like this kind of eerie folky vibe, which I would love to do, that kind of Easter vibe, but I don't know if there's a lot out there to incorporate with this thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it or where I'm putting it, but something drew me to it. And sometimes when that happens in life, you got to get it, you know? You can figure it out later. So I got this sheep. Don't know where I'm putting it. We'll find a spot for this sheep. I feel like this sheep is like cool enough to be an all year round piece. It's very, I don't know. It's very folky. Almost reminds me of The Witch. But like, I know that's Black Phillip, but like, I don't know. I'm getting that vibe from it. So anyways, that's all the black / strange and unusual kind of stuff we saw at HomeGoods. But they also had some other bunny, rabbit, Eastery kind of chicks. Lots of different ducks. I think I saw some ducks in there. in all different colors. They had pinks, they had lavenders, they had, of course, just the classic white bunny, and ducks and chicks and eggs, and all the bunnies doing all the various things, ducks doing various things. There were some umbrellas in here, and, you know, kind of like raincoats, and, you know, like the spring chicks and spring bunnies and all that kind of stuff in here. They had big bunnies. They had Peter Rabbits, I want to say, in here too. Or Peter Rabbit kind of stuff. I think in the ceramic section, they also had some Peter Rabbit stuff. I think they had a cookie jar and a little, was it a teapot? Or it was like some other ceramic looking thing. And then they had, also in the ceramic area, they had a Ray Dunn. It was a salt and pepper shaker thing that was in a little Easter basket with little, were they chicks or were they eggs? And they also had some springy looking Easter towels with floral and bunnies. And then they had some peep looking towels with lots of little bunnies that almost looked like peeps. And they had, what else? Just all the different Easter towels in the kitchen area. They also had some towels, some hand towels in the bathroom area that had various, once again, kind of the peep look. They had bunnies with little tails sticking out. They had bunnies with, was it like heart eyes or star eyes or something? I think they were heart eyes. And then they had some just like, you know, pastel colors and that kind of stuff in here. Really cutesy stuff. And then what else? I looked in the sheets. I didn't see any sheets. I didn't see any pillows yet. So we did see some St. Patrick's Day stuff. Oh, we haven't even talked about Michael's yet. So we went over to Michael's. Michael's had a pretty small selection, all things considered. I feel like they used to have more Easter stuff, but I could be wrong. They did have a decent amount of stuff. A lot of it was like little knick-knack things though, like little bunnies doing various things. Like they had different textures of bunnies. They had little felt looking bunnies. They had little, but a lot of them were like little knick-knack kind of guys, like little bunnies doing various things, little chicks, like little fuzzy chicks, and just like little statues of bunnies. Once again, I feel like they were doing the most. These bunnies were, I mean, they were doing all the activities. Oh, and guess what else they had? You'll never guess what they had. You're gonna guess. They had freaking disco balls again. I feel like 2025 is going to be the year of the disco ball, and I am not ready. I was hoping we would leave them in 2024, but I feel like we were just getting started, and that makes my soul, crushes my soul, because we're going to see so much disco Halloween. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. Anyways, they had disco bunnies. They had disco eggs. They had disco. They're making everything disco right now. And what else did they have? They had some rabbits that were like carrying treats in pastel colors, doing the most. I mean, they were doing the absolute most, these ones were. And then they had these pillows that were macaron pillows, and they had different colors. At first I didn't know what they were. They just looked like circle pillows, but then I saw it was a macaron. It had like a little filling in it. They had some things that said Happy Easter, just different things about spring. They had these big rabbits with floral around their neck and just floral everywhere. And then they had some tabletop decor bunnies that looked more realistic. And they had like a cabbage, like a random cabbage thing. So it was like a whole other line that was more of like a realistic bunny Easter spring line. And then once again, they had the felt bunnies this year. And they had all the different colors and different sizes of the felty looking, or it's like flocked looking bunnies. And they had like, some were glitter, some were just the usual flocking and all the different colors. They had some eggs, they had glittery eggs, they had spotted or speckled eggs or robin's eggs or whatever you call them. And they had disco, I already mentioned the disco eggs, unfortunately, but they had a bunch of different they had iridescent eggs. Oh, they had the rabbits. I think they even had like a little pig, you know, in the wood chip look. They had the wood chip looking situation in all the rabbits and the whatevers, the pigs or whatever. We saw some goods at HomeGoods and Michael's, and we'll be back out on the hunt. Well, I'll see ya when I see ya. All right, Mr. Skeleton, sir. Let's go, dude. why do I always try to wear a leather jacket or, you know, pleather jacket? Who are we kidding? We're not fancy. On the days it's freaking freezing. Everyone, it is another day spring-oween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. We're back out on the hunt today. We're looking for just some spring things. Hold on, Mr. Skeleton. Railroad tracks, sir. So we're out on the hunt and we're looking for, I mean, honestly, if we're being honest, let's just between us ghouls. We're basically just pre-Halloween decor hunting. Who are we kidding? We're not kidding anybody. I know I'm not fooling you guys. At this point, we're just practicing for Halloween decor hunting. But I'm not gonna lie, I do still want to dabble in all of the different holidays, even at just like starting here and there. I don't want to go all out the first year. You know, I'm just going to collect little things every year. That way, just for my kids is what I'm trying to say. You know, things are going to stay spooky in my home, but even if it's like my little powder room or like a little towel in the kitchen, like little things here and there for each holiday, I just want to make it special and magical for my kids, because when my brother and I were growing up, my mom did just a little something for like the off, I'm going to call them off holidays, like not the big ones, like, you know, the St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, like just little things here and there, you know what I mean? For those holidays. And then she went all out for Halloween and Christmas. But I just want a little something, because I always looked forward to it, you know, like every, you know, for Valentine's Day. And like my mom would do little things like make pancakes with food coloring in them, or do like little, like our milk would be whatever color, you know, pink or green or whatever. So I want that for my kids as well. But anyways, today we're going to At Home is where we're going to right now to go take a gander at their spring stuff, which I saw some of it out. They're starting to sprinkle it out when we went to go look at Valentine's stuff. So we're going to go take a gander. Then I need to go to Kohl's because I need to go get some eyeliner at Sephora. So we're going to cruise over to Kohl's and see if they have anything while we're there. And then I need to run to Target. So I got to haul balls, Mr. Skeleton. Okay, mister, stop riding my arse. Then we're going to run to Target. Did I already say that? I don't know that Target has their spring stuff out yet. I haven't seen anything about it. But I need to go to Target anyways and get strawberries for Lucian, because this kid blows through strawberries like you would not believe. Like, I didn't even, like, no one prepared me. I keep saying this, and no one prepared me for the berry thing. But, like, really, it blows my mind every single day that these kids can eat this many strawberries. Like, I mean, I'm happy that he likes fruit. I mean, like, you know, I thought for sure, I mean, he is kind of a picky eater, but not the worst I've ever seen. Like, he will eat multiple options for each meal, but the options are pretty limited. But it's not like he'll only eat French fries, you know what I mean? Or only eat, like I know some kids that will only eat chicken nuggets and stuff like that. And hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. You know, before I had kids, I was like, how does that happen? Like, what the heck? And now I just get it. Like, I get it. Like, we're just doing the best we can around here. Like, I offer everything to him. I'm like, here, you want to try some broccoli? Hell no, he doesn't want to try any broccoli, which honestly, I get it. I mean, totally get it, but, yeah. I mean, I don't want broccoli either. Actually, I don't want to park here. This person's parked, like, every time I come to this freaking store, no one knows how to park. Like, I don't know what it is. It's not even like the parking spots are that complicated. They're really not. Like, this is such a good parking spot, but I understand why no one has parked here, because this guy could not park. Like, there's a 99.9% chance when they back out, they're going to hit your car. I just don't understand. Now, we'll just park out here in the middle of freaking nowhere. Okay, here we go. We're here at Home. At Gnome. And we're going in. Alright, Mr. Skeleton, we just left at Gnome. And, sir, you know, it's not even... The gnomes aren't even getting to me this year, honestly. Especially not at Gnome. At Gnome, I expect to see gnomes at this point, so I'm not even completely shocked by it. because at Gnome will always be at gnoming. But you know what is just blowing me away this year that it's not that big of a deal. I just don't like it personally. And I don't want to rain on anyone's parade because I feel like it's really not that offensive of a decoration or like trend. It's not that offensive. I'm just frustrated with it because it's so trendy that I feel like it just is not going to stand the test of time, and that just annoys me. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments of this freaking disco ball stuff. I feel like there needs to be good variety. So I'm not sitting here like, oh, the store should only have what I like. Like, oh God, Mr. Skeleton, hold on, sir. I mean, I'm not that person. So, I mean, I know there's going to be a variety of things that I'm not going to like. That's just part of it. But some of the really trendy stuff just kind of annoys me. Well, I guess 2025 is just the year of the disco. And it is what it is. And I just need to mentally prepare myself because I don't want to just be complaining about disco balls until freaking Christmas, because I will. Because I know we're going to see it during Halloween. I know we're going to see the disco ball pumpkins and the disco ball skulls and the disco ball... okay, but where's the disco ball gnome? Did we see one? Anyways, let's talk about Spring-a-ween / Easter, the little bit we saw. Lots of the flocked stuff again this year, the velvety feel kind of stuff. They had eggs and bunnies. They had other peep-looking pieces, ceramic pieces. They had baskets. They had tabletop decor that said various things like Easter and whatever on it. And they also had the wood chip looking stuff. If you know the wood chip looking stuff, I talk about it every year. You never know what it's called. But like the bunnies and the chipmunks and or squirrels, or I don't know what they are. But the different wood chip looking stuff. They had mugs. They had some, what were those things? Soap dispensers. I think I got a couple pillows. They were like spring gnome pillows I got visuals of. But I don't remember. Did I see gnomes and I just like kind of already erased it from my memory? I don't know. So yeah, that's what we saw at home. I thought they had a really good selection. Lots of, you know, festive spring stuff. I feel like At Home always has a solid collection and everything. Even if it's not my style, I feel like they have a good selection of a variety of items. And so I can't be mad at it. Even if there are a lot of gnomes and disco balls, I can't be mad because they're giving us variety. All right, so anyways, now we're going to Kohl's and we're going to see what's at Kohl's. What is this? Oh shoot, I almost hit the curb. My bad. They've got EV parking, but I don't need to charge or anything. You know, I could just park there and not charge, but I don't want to be that person. We can just park here in a normal parking spot. All right, let's go into Kohl's. Here we go. Here at Kohl's and Sephora. We're going in. You'll never guess what we saw in there, Mr. Skeleton. You'll never freaking guess. How's this looking? Terrible. Besides the fact that we spent freaking $62 on 3 things at Sephora. Let me just tell you. But I did see, I don't think this is going to be a dupe. But, okay, so this Sephora liquid lipstick I used to wear, that I wear like every day of my life, I think it was called Pretty Beige. They discontinued that shade. So that's why I haven't been linking it in the description for you guys, because they discontinued the whole freaking shade. So I'm trying this one. This one's called, I think it's called Bubble Bath is what it's called. I'm going to try this one and see how it goes and see if it's a similar dupe. I don't think so. I think this one's way more pink, but you never know. I don't know why all these companies are discontinuing these grayish lip shades. I feel like they're so wearable. I even get it if you discontinue your black lipstick or blue or like something, you know, alternative that not a lot of people wear. I even can kind of understand that. I mean, I'd still be like, hey man, we still got to get black lipstick somewhere. But I would understand if it wasn't like a big seller. But grayish lipsticks, I feel like are so wearable. And for us cool tone people, like, are there any other cool tone people out there who just are looking for a cool tone lip? Like the corals and the warm like yellow tones just look like, in the warm like orange tones just look crazy on me. Like they do not look good. It just throws off my whole face. I need a cool tone grayish. It's my everyday lip color. And and I like liquid lipsticks. I don't like what do you call them? Lipsticks. Like, I don't like the classic lipsticks. I like them liquid lipsticks because I like to touch my face and it gets all over the place, and I take a drink of something and it's all over. Like, I can't be trusted with normal lipstick. I have to have a liquid lipstick. I don't care if it's drying. I don't care. Like, that doesn't matter. I just need it to stay on my lips. So anyway, then we had to get the KVD tattoo eyeliner because they were out of the eyeliner. The color Wink It felt tip liner at Sephora's brand. I always use them. I have to go online. And then I also got this Anastasia brow pen in the shade taupe. So $62 for this. Just to look dead, because I'm getting 2.5 seconds of sleep right now. But I did find, let me show you a couple things I did find. Just while we're sitting here, before we get into this, because Mr. Skeleton, sir, we saw something. I can't wait to mention it, but just really quickly. Found this black waffle, kind of like thermal feeling shirt. Like oversized, super comfy. That's what I'm looking for right now, because the majority of my life is holding a baby right now. And then, and just in general, if you know me, you know that I love oversized comfort. That's pretty much black, oversized comfort. That's what I'm looking for. And found this super fuzzy sweatshirt, and they were all on clearance. This was $13.99. This was $10. Steal of a deal. And I even got Lucian some gloves for, look, $4. These were on clearance. For 6 pair of gloves, these were $8 for all these. Steal of a deal, if you ask me. Anyways, okay. That's besides the point. Mr. Skeleton, you'll never guess what we saw in there, sir. We did see some spring. I'll get to that. But, you know what we saw? We saw some Halloween clearance. Still, you never know, Mr. Skeleton, when you're going to see Halloween. This is why we do what we do, sir. We're always on the hunt. We're never going to stop looking. Doesn't matter if it's the dead of winter in freaking February. Doesn't matter. We're still looking for Halloween out here. And guess what? We found it. And this is what the hunt is all about. We're truly hunting for Halloween. Anyways, they had a couple things left over from Halloween. They had a couple of pillows. One said Happy Halloween. One was a Snoopy, a vampire Snoopy that was kind of cute. And then, like for my boys, I was thinking. And then, what else they have? They had some hooded towels for kids. They had a pumpkin one, or jack-o'-lantern one. And they had what was the other one? Oh, wait, they had another pillow that I'm forgetting about. They had a really cute bat pillow that was like a Sherpa. They had, what else, Mr. Skeleton? They had this, picture of this cat. It was a black cat, and it lit up. And then they had this Hocus Pocus cauldron. It was like a ceramic piece. And then there was another piece here. What was there? Oh, it was like a black house. I don't know if that was Halloween or not, but I got a visual anyway. So we saw some leftover Halloween, Mr. Skeleton. I was not expecting, but you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, a couple of years ago, I think we were out looking at Halloween. I think we went to Tuesday morning. If I'm remembering this correctly, then my brain functions way better than it pretends to. So a couple of years ago, I feel like we went to Tuesday morning because they were the first store to get out Halloween, which RIP Tuesday morning. But they were the first store to get Halloween out a couple of years ago. And we were cruising out there. We stopped by Kohl's. And Kohl's, I think we were looking at Easter. Were we looking at Easter stuff? No. It couldn't have been that early. Anyways, I know one day, several years ago, on the off season, it wasn't Halloween season yet, and Kohl's had Halloween from the season before. And they had like some party stuff, a ring toss with a witch hat maybe, or it was something like that. Anyways, that's besides the point. We saw some Halloween stuff on the off season at Kohl's before. So Kohl's is always the off season clearance place to go. They still got stuff out. Anyways, what else did we see? We did see some spring stuff. They did have a little table that had some Easter stuff and like a couple of St. Patrick's Day things, or just like one little sign that said Happy St. Patrick's Day. But they did have some Easter stuff. They had some velvety looking eggs. They also had some intricate looking eggs with different like vines and floral print on it. They had some eggs that lit up that were kind of this, I don't remember what it's called. It's like some sort of glass egg that lit up with like the little dots on it. Anyways, what else did they have? They had some pillows. They had pillows with carrots on it. They had a Minnie and Mickey pillow with, I think they were dressed as Easter bunnies. What else did they have? They had a little gold bunny and a bunny that was a ceramic, just like a ceramic white bunny. And they had some little egg holders, you know, little egg cups. They were really cute. They were glass, like different colored glass. And they had these candle holders with bunnies. It was like a long candle holder where you can put multiple candles and it had bunnies on it. They had gold and they had silver. And then they also had some other egg situations in this area. They had a sign that said Hello Spring. And yeah, they had a towel. I think they had one Snoopy towel in there. They had a Mickey Easter basket. And what else they had? They had some other various Eastery things. Rabbits. They had eggs. They had pastelli. It's all like, you know, pastels, spring looking kind of stuff in this area. And then I went over to the bathroom section to see if they had anything. They did have some towels out, some towels that had little bunnies on them and little tails, and then they had some spring ones with flowers, and they had one that had a bee on it and a honeycomb looking texture. Really cute. Although I'm terrified. I'm not that scared of bees. Wasps, ugh, it's another story. If you know, you know. I'm not looking forward to wasp season. The only good thing about wasp season is Halloween. Or like Halloween hunting, I should say. Halloween decorations. But yeah, so they had a bee towel that was really cute. And then they had a soap dispenser that was in the shape of a bunny. And then they had a whole bathroom rug that was in the shape of a bunny butt. It was a whole backside of a bunny. Then I went over to the kitchen area and they had some towels too. They had way more Easter towels in the kitchen area than they had in the bathroom area. They had ones with different bunnies doing various things. They had some peeps, like little chicks. They had just like some spring looking ones in there. Like, was they floral with bunnies? They just had some different bunny looking towels. And then they had one that has like the, like kind of bunny at the top, and then there's a towel hanging from it. And then they also had a wine holder in this area. And yeah, just some various spring / Easter towels here. Nothing that really stood out to me. You know what stood out to me was the Halloween stuff. Not gonna lie. And all the black stuff that I got on sale. Anyway, so now we're headed to Target. And I'm not thinking we're gonna see spring yet at Target. I think it's a little early. I think they're still gonna have their Valentine's stuff out, but they might have like a little bathroom towel or something out right now. So we're gonna take a little gander. Come on, person. We're going in at the very least. We got to get a couple things for Lucian. And then, oh, I need to get some fruit packets. I cannot forget that. Get some fruit packets. So, Lucian likes those for snacks. So anyways, here we go. We're here at Target. We're going in. Just left Target. Nothing at Target yet, spring-wise. I looked at I always want to call it the Dollar Spot. I don't know why I can't unlearn Dollar Spot. Like, it's probably the only thing in this world that I can't unlearn. I don't know why. My brain's just like, I went to the Dollar Spot. I'm like, no. Bullseye Playground. Dollar Spot just makes so much more sense in my brain because it's like the dollar section of Target. So to me, that makes sense. Bullseye Playground, like, what is that even? Does anyone know? No. That's what I mean. Anyway, we just went to Target. No spring stuff in the Bullseye Playground. Nothing in the bathroom section. That's usually where they first start getting their stuff out, but it's all Valentine's, which is to be expected. I think we're going to see a lot of spring coming out after Valentine's Day, but I wanted to get out early, especially when it comes to HomeGoods, because I feel like especially the black stuff that comes out at HomeGoods, it comes out early. I'm glad we saw some something spooky today. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out here and spring-a-ween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Say hey ghoul hey down in the comments, because you know I love talking to you. And yeah, anything else you want to chit chat about down in the comments, anything we talked about in this video, or anything you saw that stood out to you, or any spring lines you're seeing out there, any stores you're seeing stuff at that you've liked or maybe didn't like, or I don't know, whatever we want to talk about in the comments. Let's chit chat. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. We'll be back out on the hunt. You know we will.